Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. But before we jump on in, I just want to say that over 50% of you are not subscribed to the channel. If you guys do find any information, any part of this video interesting, maybe you learned something new, whatever the case may be, definitely consider subscribing and also hitting that like button. Subscribe and turn notifications on to never miss an update, by the way. You got to make sure that you have the notifications on because we are constantly looking at this market, trying to digest as much information as possible to keep you guys up to date on everything. So definitely make sure to hit the bell and get those notifications turned on if you guys do enjoy the content to never miss a future update. But with that being said, let's talk about something very serious, and that is cold storage. Listen, I have two links down in the description below as well as in the comments below. I have one for DCENT and one for Ledger. Full transparency, Ledger, they do not offer any discount codes to affiliates. I've tried and tried and tried to get a discount code from them. They just won't give me one. The only one that actually gave me a discount code was DCENT. A lot of you out there have come to me and said, hey, I have a DCENT wallet and I have a Ledger one. I also do have both. And a lot of you out there are saying DCENT's better than Ledger. It's totally up to you guys on which one you choose. But I highly suggest you get cold storage now. Why? Well, because we just seen Celsius, a significant announcement around the Celsius bankruptcy. Judge Martin Glenn rolls that $4.2 billion of customer funds. That's right. You or anybody out there that had money on Celsius, that money now belongs to the estate, not you guys. This is absolutely insane. $4.2 billion gone. This is insane. This is why I stress cold storage all the time. Listen, am I making money off of Ledger? Am I making money off of DCENT when you guys buy? Yes. Full transfer. Like, listen, I'm not here to, bullshit you guys and be like, hey, I'm not getting paid at all. No, listen, I do earn a percentage off of Ledger, and I also do earn off of DCENT. But if you guys can save money, for example, DCENT gives me a discount code. You guys can get $30 off and up to almost $100 off the double package through my link. Then why wouldn't I promote this? Because first off, I have both of these, and most of, if not almost all of my crypto is stored on these two wallets. I fully trust Ledger, and I fully trust DCENT. I have both wallets, and I have not had a single issue at all with both of them. And again, this is why I always say, make sure to do your own research. Make sure to know which one you guys personally want, because although DCENT does have the discount code, I just want to let you guys know, full transparency, the only thing I don't like about DCENT is that there is no desktop app. Ledger does have a desktop app. Again, I want you all to realize how important cold storage is, because if you do have your money tied up on these exchanges, it could very well be completely gone overnight. We have seen it happen numerous times in 2022. And also, last but not least, I always make sure to instantly withdraw my funds, if available, from these exchanges that I'm buying on. So make sure to cold storage your crypto. And also, in another major area of focus, Swift announces this. So one thing that I have been paying attention to around Ripple is what competitors are doing. Ripple's not trying to compete with Swift, but at this point, it looks like the elites are trying to compete with what Ripple has been trying to do. Swift Go, which we've talked about many times on this channel. Milan to Mexico City, Budapest to Beijing. With Swift Go, sending money around the world is simple. Give your customers the best cross-border experience, laughable, possible, whether that's sending funds to family or a small biz buying supplies abroad. Learn more. So yeah, this looks great on paper. The way that they market this is great. I'm not going to lie. I think that's great. We do see low-value international payments, quick, easy, predictable, just how payments should be. The new standard in low-value international payments, and they do talk about it over here. They talk about, how nobody likes waiting for a payment and paying these astronomical fees. Then they also do break Swift, go down, why you should choose it, lightning fast, total transparency, and exceptional user experience, simpler claims for banks, I mean, like, at the end of the day, a lot of the efficiencies that we're seeing here is everything that, Ripple has been focused on for over a decade. And we do see 600 plus banks. 21 seconds is their fastest transaction time. Now, focus on this because 21 seconds might seem very fast to you guys, but the faster the payment, the transaction settlement, the better. Now, this isn't saying settlement. This is just saying our fastest transaction. That does not mean that it's fully settled. If it, said like our fastest transaction settlement time was 21 seconds, then yeah, I would be very interesting. But they're not. They're not specifying if this was settled in 21 seconds. We also do see 120 plus countries. All of this is branded in the same exact way that Ripple has branded their cross-border payment scheme. Think that I'm crazy? Well, let's actually go down here. So first off, we do see make your customer smile, blah, blah, blah. It's all nonsense. And then down here, we do see no more nasty surprises around fees. And we do see how much can you send over Swift Go. Swift Go, your customers can send up to 10,000 USD, GBP, or euros around the world. Payments can also be made in other currencies. As more banks join the community, the list of supported currencies grow. And here we have the mechanism. Tell me this mechanism does not look interesting to you. Maybe you've seen a similar blueprint in the past. Maybe you've seen it on a website called Ripple.com. This is very interesting. I mean, you see the Swift Go and you see the logo here, where it's pretty much anything to anything. I mean, I don't know. Call me crazy, but this looks like it's fully branded to be in competition with what Ripple's doing. I mean, this is crazy to me. This is absolutely crazy to me. And they do have a video up here. If you guys do want to watch the video real quick, I could play it. Let me play it real quick. I don't know how long this video is, but I do know that let me see if I can get sound on this video. 1 second, guys. All right, so I wasn't able to get sound to play on this website. I don't know what's going on with that, but you can see the subtitles there, and they're just showing how this transaction works. It is very, very similar to what Ripple has done with XRP. They do mention, the transparency and all that kind of stuff, the seamless integration, the user experience. They're trying to meet the needs of every single financial institution. Like everything that is being marketed through Swift Go is centered on everything that Ripple has trying to been doing. I've mentioned it time and time again in the past that we will see the elites rushing to try to build a similar product to what Ripple has done because they don't want to lose control. They want control of this market. I mean, listen, it's a $156 trillion market, which could balloon to astronomical heights. It's always growing. It's massive. And they are even projecting it to hit like $250 trillion by 2027. So if you think about how much growth that is, if it is on par with, that same growth, by 2031, we could be sitting at almost a half a half a quadrillion dollar market. I was thinking billions to trillions, but no, it's half a quadrillion dollars worth of value that could be disrupted. So when we look at this, Swift is going to try to innovate beyond what Ripple is doing. They want control of this market because it is such an astronomical market. This is an issue. This is a big issue because it really kind of shows you the bigger picture. It shows you, right, why Ripple was targeted. I've said this time and time again in the past. When we really kind of look at what Ripple was doing, when we look at what was happening around Ripple, I do think that Ripple was growing way too fast for their liking. I mean, it hasn't slowed them down. I mean, listen, we have this report over here where now on-demand liquidity represents close to 90% of the daily $6 trillion FX market. So when we look at what Swift's doing, like, I mean, to me, I really don't care what Swift does because, we know the statistics of Ripple with XRP. We know that this 21-second fastest transaction speed, it might look great on paper for legacy players, but you and me out there, we know that 21 seconds is not going to cut it. I know, it's crazy, right? A lot of people might be questioning, like, 21 seconds is pretty fast. No. I said it time and time again, even when we played a few videos from David Schwartz talking about rapid payments and rapid settlement. You know, rapid payments, it's a thing. Rapid payments is a great innovation, but without rapid settlement, what does it even matter? And again, this is saying their fastest transaction. You got to pay attention to the branding and wording here. If it said our fastest settlement was 21 seconds, then I'd be like, okay, that's actually very good. That's pretty good. But considering the fact that this is a transaction and there's no settlement, means that we might actually have a pre-funding mechanism here. That's right. We're probably seeing still pre-funding happening. And if we go to the how does it work, I think it was here where yeah. So it says that more currencies will be supported as more banks join, meaning it looks like it's being pre-funded because why wouldn't those currencies already be supported initially on? It kind of seems like we need those banks to provide the liquidity for these payments to happen, aka we still have the issue of pre-funding, which means that we're not seeing rapid settlement. We're just seeing rapid payments. This doesn't fix anything. You know, it's fixing the problem of it's fixing the problem of the fees, right? And it might be fixing the time frame of like the 3 to 5 day settlement. You might have like a 2 day settlement or maybe a 1 day settlement. That is not cutting it. I would love to see a little bit more of the statistics behind this. Maybe we'll see them being released more. Again, I would love to see a little bit more of an insight on what's happening here. Is this a full settlement? Is this a full, payment, or is it just a transaction, a payment, if you will, without settlement? Because if it is with settlement, that would be great to see. Um, I've been looking at the insights and the resources page as well. There's not a lot of information in terms of the pre-funding or not. There's a lot of information here, as you guys do see, but I just don't see how Ripple is not going to corner this market and become the major player. I mean, they already have 90% of the FX market under their belt, and it's now in 40 payout markets. They've expanded faster than any other player around fintech in history. This is huge. And 90% of that day, like, think about that. That's $6 trillion per day. That's a huge market. That's not even taking into account, the cross-border payment market, which is $156 trillion per year. Granted, it's per year. But this is huge. Imagine that volume pouring over on-demand liquidity. Now, again, what are we waiting for? Why aren't we seeing XRP surging? Well, I do think that it has a few ideas around possibly regulatory requirements. Maybe they're just not utilizing XRP just yet. Like, there's a lot of things that are up in the air around this. But I will say this. What's good about them already covering 90% of the daily $6 trillion FX market is that we know at some point in time that volume and that value will be pushed over on-demand liquidity. I just don't see a world where it's not, where we already know the settlement times, we know how much the payment actually will cost, because it's not predictable. It's not just predictable. No, it's a certainty. That's the issue here with Swift, is that they cannot guarantee anything. It's all predictable. They even say it up here. I think it was up here, right? It said it was somewhere up here where it was saying predictable. I might have lost it. Or yeah, up here. So quick, easy, predictable. It's predictable. It doesn't mean that's guaranteed. That's the thing with XRP, with on-demand liquidity through cross-border payments or any transaction or any payment, whatever the case may be. It's a certainty. And also, guess what? Every single currency, anything that is a currency, it could be CBDCs, it could be stablecoins, it could be fiat currency. It's all supported. It doesn't, demand more banks to join it. It does not matter. That's the problem here. Nobody is seeing this. Like, nobody understands how far behind Swift actually is. This is why we need clear regulations so that this technology could leapfrog us years and years ahead of anything that the legacy system could provide. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on if you guys have more free content. You guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, hope that you all have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.